In Kansas City, Missouri. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Houston Texans.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's been a rough year for folks all across this great country, but football's back. The Texans and Chiefs, 2020 season underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And incomplete to open things up. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year. In the divisional round, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Watson again. This is Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down.
From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And he'll be brought down, and looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 15-yard line.
First carry now. This is Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Conley on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. These two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City, Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three. Jim. Switch.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ross Blacklock brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
3rd down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15, and he's out right at the 25. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. And he gets it down to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he comes back with one complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here now, the first NFL carry for the LSU man. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets this to Coulter complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
Watson looks to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Kahale Waring. Incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go, let's go. Now let's get there. Mike 55. It's been a long day for you.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 55 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
55 is my guy, 55. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
And not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Down at the 28-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
For the point after.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Texans.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, his second sack of the night. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll buy some time right. And now Watson throws another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Watson on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And there's a good catch by David Johnson, good enough for a first down. And remember, come out of the University of Northern Iowa, he had played receiver his first couple of years in college before shifting to running back. Used to seeing the ball in the air. And when he's on his game, he's an excellent pass receiver.
On first down, it's Watson. Buying time to his... And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Texans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
third down.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, but it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
53 to Mike, 53, check.
On 2nd and 7, Watson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's third down.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He's crossing. He's checking. Crash.
And And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, 43, 15. Scott, 41 the mic. Check right, check right. Mike 41.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ball carrier.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Check 41.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
41's coming. 41's the mic. You. Attack. 41. We got a wait.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Sacked there by Whitney Merciless, and sometimes he gets overlooked on this Houston defense with J.J. Watt on that side of the ball. But remember, he was the first-round pick for this Texans team back in 2012. And in 2019, led the team with 7.5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles.
Mike 55. You can't block me. You can't.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still third and long. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds.
This is caught inside the 15 and all the way down to the 9.
That's good.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Sponge. No. Check.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
First and 10. At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Chris Jones is truly a force, and it doesn't matter what uniform he's going to have on. If he's on that side of the ball, you better double and triple team him. In 2018, the first player in NFL history to have a sack in 11 straight games. And while he didn't play all 16 in 2019, still had 9 sacks on the season and was an absolute beast during the playoffs.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a